Hi everyone, this is a short summary of the Malaysian Association of Professional Speakers Unstoppable Convention 2024. This year it was held in Hilton Petaling Jaya for 2 days with the theme of Lead, Launch, Engage, Adapt, Deliver. As they described, it truly was a dynamic gathering of global voices to unleash your potential and ignite collaboration to spark transformation. I met some amazing people here who continue to connect with me and add value to my personal speaking aspirations. At this convention, there were 3 types of sessions throughout the 2 days. Savvy sessions, which were 30-minute sessions of inspiring stories and lessons, Idea Sparklers, which were thought-provoking, bite-sized versions of the speaker's special message, and finally, Mastery Labs, which were 1-hour-long masterclasses focusing on practical theories, models, and strategies to apply in your speaking careers. In this session, I will be focusing on the lessons learned and key takeaways from the Savvy sessions and Mastery Lab sessions. On day 1, the event was beautifully launched by Tan Sri Datuk Dr. M. Jagathasan, also known as the Flying Doctor, Malaysia's first ever Olympic qualifier and titled as the fastest man in Asia in the 60s. In his presentation, Dr. Jaga shared his insights on the difference between talent identification and talent development. It's not always about developing people, but developing the right people in the right ways for the right jobs. He spoke about the 5 Ds to follow in life to be absolutely unstoppable. Having a dream is not enough. You must have an end destination in mind and find the right direction to go forward. And when life throws you obstacles, you must proceed with determination and dedication. Most importantly, nothing is ever achieved without the key to anything in life, which is discipline. The next session was masterfully delivered by Vinay Pushpakaran, the current president of Professional Speakers Association of India. His speech, One Step Forward, which was delivered at the launch of PSS 2024 in Delhi earlier this year, was further enhanced by sharing his ostrich method to stepping out of the comfort zone. Own it, start right away, track your progress, review, and improvise. Commit to what you are pursuing, and most importantly, make it a habit. In light of tracking your progress, Vinay also shared this progress meter, which you can also use to keep yourself accountable and in the right lane. Major Dr. Prabhakaran Jayaraman spoke about what a huge role the audience plays when you present a speech. A very small percentage of trainees in any training actually shows any results, and therefore Dr. Prabhakaran shared his insights on 4 levels of the New World Kirkpatrick model: reaction, learning, behavior, and results. This book by Paul Matthews, Learning Transfer at Work, is one that he highly recommends for corporations to stop falling victim to the great training robbery. Liao Lake Hong, a specialist in the marketing field, focused on how important the element of emotion is when it comes to selling. He has formulated a model called the Smile Funnel, which I've displayed here. First and foremost, being visible, having an organic reach, if needed, to create paid ads, and hosting events to grow your presence. Explore avenues of marketing such as websites and social media. Connect with people through link magnets, collaborations, and content creation. Nurture your presence by developing social media presence and showing the human element in your emails and content, and convert all this branding into actually generating sales in the end. Paul Verbnayak is a recognized speaker from Russia who shared his expertise on how to set your mind for success. He believes that taking these 10 steps can be a great pathway to achieving your goals. When it comes to step number 8, it's all about finding the people and organizations that can help you, known as the 4 leverages of success: other people's knowledge, other people's experience, other people's time and money, and how they can invest in your growth as a speaker. He encourages us to reflect on 4 things. What can you do more of? What should you do less of? What should you start doing? And what should you stop doing? Paloma, a habit strategist from Germany, spoke on the Oppo phenomena. This session was all about reframing our mindset and being more conscious of the way we present ourselves when we speak with others. For instance, when you're directly facing someone on the opposite side, it can seem as threatening, a display of power, and create a sense of discomfort. Whereas when you sit beside someone, you display yourself as an equal, creating a much more comfortable speaking arrangement. Tai Chu Tak, renowned as the Excel Sifu of Malaysia, claims that motivation alone is BS. We must explore a concept called mastermind groups. These are groups formed amongst people who share similar values, give peer support, and meet regularly so they can hold each other accountable in their pursuit of their goals. My biggest takeaway from this session was that Thai's particular mastermind group had banned the use of the word try, because you either do something or you just don't do it. This strongly enables everyone to be committed and dedicated to a specific goal. Johan Uy was a hilarious speaker, using comedy, props, and engaging stories to not just tell, but practically show the audience how storytelling can be one of the most powerful tools of public speaking. He shared a story on finding high school romance with 3 different women in 3 different stages, leading to the point of finding his wife. The story included a captivating opening with a card trick, characters with names and mimicry of conversations had with them, with the changes in their tone, the conflict of distance, heartbreak, sadness, and finally finding the hero moment where the main character gets the ultimate solution and closes with a satisfying ending. I loved that rather than going through a list of concepts to practice, this method was shown through storytelling itself. After the gala dinner that evening, we were all looking forward to more learning on day 2. The day was kickstarted by Rajan Devadasan, a seasoned professional speaker and financial planner in Malaysia. Rajan shared his personal experiences in multiplying his income through passive income of doing simple things such as having an online course, renting out houses, and many more initiatives that one could practice so that they can always have an emergency buffer fund. After years of personal experience and research, this blueprint is the magic formula for financial freedom. Financial freedom is when passive income is greater than operational expenses, added with regular payments of portfolio of debt. Really useful for anyone in their retiring stages. Mark Stewart, a certified speaking professional from Australia, shared the DARE framework from this year's APSS Summit in Singapore, which I am sharing with you here so you can also score for yourself. He highlighted that everyone has access to free information now, such as TED Talks and free webinars. What can truly make you stand out as a speaker is if you display expertise in your area. But it has to be an area that you are personally interested in so you can continue to talk about it over and over again. He noted the importance of over-delivering, to always give something a little extra, whether it be customizing your presentation for your client or simply offering a bonus, such as a free book or a free follow-up session. The key takeaway was to always identify what the relevant teams need that you can do for them without them having to do additional work for you. Be the speaker that is the most convenient to work with. Leanne Christine from Australia, CEO of Everything O, enlightened us on the business of speaker management, where speakers are found for clients, and speaker bureaus, where clients are found for the speakers. Leanne shared some really useful tips on building your brand as a speaker with these key points to follow. The last point of having a fantastic show reel really stuck with me. One of the best show reels I have seen is from Michael McQueen, for which I have linked the QR code so you can also watch and identify the great points to implement on your own show reel. Some of these key points include audience reactions, testimonials, media appearances, companies you've worked with, and of course the most important one, how to get in touch with you. Leanne also had some free membership deals with her company and a checklist that you could use for yourself, which I'm also linking with the QR code so you can explore more. Brigadier Sushil Bhasin from India delivered an amazing presentation reflecting on the speaking and leadership lessons he learned from his time in the Indian Army. The lessons he shared were based on one of the core motions used in the Army, which is salute. This included always having a strategy laid out before starting something, being aware about the competitors and your own progress, focusing on one core area to specialize in, not letting anything get in your way, and to keep pushing forward. Of course, having tactics to maneuver yourself back to a good position in case anything goes wrong, and having the energy to keep going and have excellent stage presence. Maverick Fu was a speaker who did something out of the box. In this masterclass, he used a digital pen and paper to draw out a call with a client in a special role play that demonstrated the strategies he was using to close a sale. His big idea? When you draw people in. That's exactly the reason why in a school, when the teacher starts drawing on the board, everyone looks up and gives attention. His concept method, CONCEPT, is what he demonstrated through his role play, which I have attached the picture of here to look at all the elements of the concept method. I found that some interactive tools were also used, such as Feed BEO, to involve the audience during certain segments. His key message was to always keep doing 3 things in any business: innovate, improve, and influence. Kevin Cottam from Canada had an exhilarating story that really stuck with me. I was impressed to find out how much he had experienced in life, from being a dancer in the Moulin Rouge in Paris to experience in life with the tribes of Africa. Kevin had derived lessons and stories from all the experiences he had in his life and formulated what was called the 5 E's of Nomadic mapping journey: to explore and get deeply curious, to expand and look at things with an open mind, to emerge and listen to your intuition, to experience and let discoveries work for you, and finally to evolve and come out with new processes, pathways, and models rather than being stuck in one place. Johan Irwan was the closing keynote of this event, sharing his life experiences of being a speaker nobody recognized to being a rock star speaker with immense demand. Johan spoke about how important it is to be in the prolific zone, which is a fine area between mainstream and extreme. He shared the 5 levels he discovered to become a great speaker, and I'm sharing with you all the QR code to take a few moments to answer the questions for yourself and discover which level you are currently at. Johan closed by making a statement on how important it is to have an ecosystem of assets. This includes intellectual property, reputation, operations such as your team or your platform, and very importantly, your relationship assets. Great lessons learned from all of the speakers. All good things must come to an end, and the 2-day convention ended with a lot of great memories, meeting of great minds, and of course, celebrating each other's victories. In fact, while the convention was ongoing, one of the audience members got their CSP qualification. All great things end with a celebration. Before summing this up, I found this statement to be a terrific way of describing professional speakers. It is not just the people who were up on this stage with years of experience in professional speaking, but also those who are interested and aspire to do so, and in various different fields as well. I'm so glad to be part of an association like MAPSA who shares these values, and we as a team are continuing to develop talented speakers within our nation. I hope you all gained something from my personal review of MAPS 2024, and I'd love to hear the point of view of another one of us, and therefore I'm now sharing the registration link for MAPS 2025. I'm looking forward to great things from all of us as professional speakers. Thank you.